Yo, what's up? Sorry, I am late. This is a bit of a late start today from our business casual consultant conversation. But I'm here nonetheless. And today is going to be a real quick conversation because uh, that's just what it is this week. And I wanted to just give you some advice on building your business casual wardrobe without having to spend any money from your paycheck. And that is utilizing your tax refund to build your wardrobe. Now, with that being said, I understand that there's going to be certain guys who are going to be limited on the amount of money that they can spend or allocate for their budget. But if you're a single guy, then relatively taking care of and handling your business, and you have a decent refund check coming, then this is a good time for you to utilize that refund check for your benefit. Now, you can do this in one of three ways. You're going to either build on a core piece, you're going to revitalize or to replace any of your replaceable items, or this is going to be a great time for maintenance. So let's break down each one and how it could be a benefit to you. So the first one is if you just need to get a great staple wardrobe. So there's two ways that you can do this. You can either do pre-sale, like a pre-spring piece, and look for something that is going to be a very useful and utilitarian item. I recently had a client who I was assisting, and he only had a certain amount of disposable income based off of his refund check, and he utilized it for a great a great safari jacket and utility jacket that he could wear to the office, on dates, to social networking events, and he knew that he was going to get a lot of usage out of it. So instead of him spending an exorbitant amount of money on something that would look nice, but he would be able to utilize less, he said, let me invest on something that I know that I can utilize. So he had a pretty decent refund check, and he spent it on a staple wardrobe after taking care of any of the necessary things that he needed to take care of. So you can do it that way. The second way that you can do this is for you to revitalize some things that you may need in your wardrobe. So this typically will happen when I have a client who's like, I'm pretty good on jackets. I feel good um, about my shoes, right? On my basic stuff. But I do need to replace some pants, or I do need to replace some dress shirts. This is a great time for you to go get 3 to 5 dress shirts, $150 to $300, depending on again what your refund check is, and building up your shirt collection again. Maybe getting 5 to 6 shirts and making sure that they're custom. If you're buying off the rack, you can probably get 5 to 6 shirts for about $1,200. And if you're a pretty easy fit, you can have the tailor those for you as well. And if they're a qualitative haberdashery or uh, retailer, then they will often throw in the alterations for free as well because they've already padded that into the price. If you are having them custom made, this is a great time for you to start thinking about the types of custom pieces that you need, or you can mix and match them. That's always a great option too. You can find something that is a little bit fun, and then maybe get 2 or 3 custom pieces for your more serious shirts. Same thing's kind of true with pants. I know that this is a time where a lot of guys will think, man, I could use 2 or 3 trousers. I'm in the process of working to get about 2 or 3 trousers for uh, all year, but they're going to primarily be spring through mid fall for me. And so I'm being very strategic with the types of pants that I'm getting to make sure that they have the most utility in this tropical climate, since we only have really 3 seasons: spring, summer, and fall. Winter was serious this year, but it'll probably warm up next year, and we won't see another cold winter for a little while. So you have those elements. The next thing that you could think about that a lot of guys don't think about is the maintenance. So this is probably the most cost efficient piece, and this is where you don't really have anything that needs to be purchased, but you may have some things that need to be altered, some things that need to be adjusted. So this is a great time for you to then utilize a portion, a very small portion in this space as well, of letting things out, taking things in, maybe lining a coat that is starting to have the lining, coming out. Or if you have a very nice knit, it's a great time to spend some money on having a hole re-knitted. And it may cost $200 or $300, but if it's a favorite or it's a very high quality piece, it's worth it to keep the maintenance on the piece. If you have shoes, this is a great time to go to the cobbler and spend anywhere between $100 and $600 or $700, depending on how many shoes you have, to be resold, to be restructured, and to be polished and patinaed if you have that ability. So utilizing your tax refund doesn't have to be something that is utilized for opulence, right? This could really be strategic in helping you build your brand, build your profit, because people will trust you more because everything is well put together, and to potentially build your brand, right? For people to say, man, this dude is always on point. He always looks great, no matter what he's putting on. Every time I see him, he seems to be on point. And that's because you're strategically positioning yourself in different dynamics where you may have a influx of revenue or of cash that you can utilize that was expected but still kind of unexpected in that space. So I want you to try this on, see how it fits you. And if you have gotten your tax refund and you have utilized it for your personal style growth, I'd love to hear how you're doing so. Or if you need any assistance with how to be strategic with doing that, then by all means, feel free to leave a comment below if you're watching this replay, and I'll be happy to walk you through that process. And if you need any style consults or consultation, or you just want to know what clothing fits your body type, what colors you should be wearing for your skin tone, and what accessories work for your face and how you should be structuring your hair, unless you don't have any like me, then by all means you can reach out to me at info@stylearchitects.com, and we can set up a quick snapshot of style to help you really cultivate your brand for the upcoming seasons and for your life and style. So I want you to try this on, see how it fits you. Like I told you, it's going to be a quick one. It's probably the quickest live I've ever done. So I apologize for that. We'll be back on point next week. And outside of that, don't ever forget that dress is nothing more than the expression of a man's state of mind. So yes, you should always dress to address your life and your style so that you are always ready for business. We'll see you next week. Peace.